Hey, y'all say y'all. It's your girl Divinely Leaka, and I'm back again in the same morning. Get my candle lit or whatever. Um, y'all, I thought this was like the coolest thing, and it's really not all that cool, but it's like my little candle lighter or whatever. Like my black candle too, so we can banish all negative energy, cause I ain't got it to do. Um, for some reason, Spirit like nudged me to sit back down and do another reading. I'm kind of feeling like this is the deck that I want to work with. So let's see what's going on. Divine Spirit Guides, Angels, Ancestors, Cosmic Family of the brightest love, light, healing, prosperity, and protection. Please me clear and accurate messages for the collective. What is it that they need to hear the most at this time? Please just block out all interferences as I get these messages across and protect my space. Any dark magic, dark energy, evil I've been sent my way or to the way of the collective, I ask that you just turn it back and sender magnified and bind it to them. Thank you so much, Spirit. Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe. Let's see what's going on, y'all. What's going on? What's going on? What does my collective need to hear the most at this time? What does the collective need to hear the most at this time, Spirit? Oh, we got celebrate. You're being asked to celebrate a recent accomplishment, no matter how big or small. Do something special to commemorate the moment. You deserve that and so much more. Y'all, I'm like really about to actually get into this one card because I really feel like a lot of times we don't give ourselves enough credit for the small wins. 222 on a timer. Like sometimes you can have such a big goal. Like maybe your goal is to pay off a student loan. Maybe the student loan's like a couple $1,000s, but you were able to make you were maybe able to pay $50 towards that or $100 towards that, and then you still want to beat yourself up because it's like, oh, but I have so much more to pay. But you've done something. Or maybe it can just be like a household task. Like, at some point I'm gonna go upstairs, I'm gonna get all these clothes out of my basket and I'm gonna get them on hangers. And maybe you were only able to do like half the basket and not the whole basket, but you still don't celebrate yourself for that little small accomplishment simply because it's not the whole thing. And I think a lot of times that discourages us from maybe completing a task or getting things done, or it just makes us a lot harder on ourselves than what we should be. So celebrate your small wins. I don't care how small it is. And then we have break free. It says you're being asked to break free from the tribe in order to live your authentic life. This isn't easy, but it's necessary. If you're going to share your true self with others, be brave, be real, be you, and trust that those who love you will always be there for you. Need some more, Spirit? Need more, Spirit. What is it that the collective needs to hear the most at this time? Okay. 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 This is all about like changing something that you're doing. So we have break free, then we have choice. And it says you're being asked to make a choice that you've been struggling with. It's time to decide which path you're going to take. Listen to your intuition, eliminate everyone else's input, and feel your way into the choice that is right for you. The time is now. And then we have pivot. Sometimes when things aren't falling into place after trying and trying, it's time to ask yourself if pivoting in some way could be a good idea so that your life can flow more easily and effortlessly. How could you pivot even just a little bit? Spirit has been having like this real, it's like a specific message, because this what's so crazy is, y'all, I did another reading after the last one I just did some hours ago. I did another reading. I just didn't upload it because the message was so similar to the first message. And I'm just getting this energy, like Spirit is saying there is something that needs to change about somebody's, rather it's external or internal. There is a blockage somewhere that's in the way of somebody succeeding. Rather this be an external person, place, thing, or a mindset. That just like, it just keeps coming out. Break free from a mindset, make a different choice, pivot from how you've been doing things. There's somebody that's been trying something or looking for some type of success over and over again, but ultimately you're not getting the end results that they want because there is something that needs to change. And it's really a person, I just keep hearing. And that can be for maybe a small group of the part of the selective, but I mean, a small part of the collective, but that is what I'm getting. It says you're being asked to make a tough decision that you've been putting off because of fear, which is understandable, but you do have the strength and bravery to make this decision, and you will feel so much lighter when you do. And then it says, you're being asked to open your heart to another, to let down your walls and trust that they want the best for you. Your life will open up in a wonderful ways once you decide to open up. Give me one more, Spirit. Give me more. Tell me more, Spirit. It just seems like the bravery to walk away from a situation. I feel like it's in love. I really do. Compassion and then listen. All right. It says you're being asked to be kinder to yourself, to give yourself a break instead of being a taskmaster. Yeah, this is back to the first card, the Celebrate card. Asked to be a taskmaster, a bully, and a horrible friend. Be a loving comforter who always has your back. And this is about you being this to yourself. Being your own best friend. Being your own motivation. Being your own cheerleader. Then we have listen. You're being asked to listen to your inner voice. It's been guiding you to do something or say something, and it's time to act on its wisdom. Somebody has to let somebody go. There's somebody that needs to let somebody go. To find the strength, to find the bravery to leave a situation alone. And it's ultimately like, because you're putting off making this decision, you're blocking something else from coming in. And it's like, or like, even if this is maybe like a person you're not dealing with, it's like, even when you're not dealing with this person, because you're still holding on to them, rather this and you know, this maybe, it doesn't have to be necessarily I feel like it's a person, so I'm just going to go with that. If it doesn't resonate with you, then this just wasn't your story, or your you know, this reading just wasn't for you. But it's letting go of a person, rather this be physically or energetically. Because it's like, even if you let go of this person physically, it's still not serving you any good, because you're holding on to them energetically, and it's stopping you from opening up to something that is better in store for you. And maybe you're having this like negative self-talk where you feel like, oh, right, this negative self-talk where you're feeling like maybe leaving the situation wasn't the best. Somebody may have made a choice already and isn't looking at this choice as something to celebrate like they need to. They're not realizing that they're open. They're actually creating space for something so much better to happen for them. Give me some more, Spirit. Tell me more. Tell me more, Spirit. My fan is upstairs, so they're toasty. Tell me more, Spirit. That aligns with this spread. Keep going. And it's actually seen this. I've seen this card before it actually flew out. It was on the back of the deck and it still came out again. Oh shit, receive is on the back of the deck too. It says, if it may feel as though you've been on this path or journey for so long, and you may even wonder if you're making any progress toward your dreams. This message is a loving reminder for you to keep going. You're almost there. And then someone's intuition is telling them to make some type of change. Like whatever this choice, break free, finding the bravery to leave a situation or to change something, pivot from how you've been doing something. Your intuition is already telling you that. You're just probably going against it. I didn't think I was going to keep using this deck, but I kind of feel like I am. Going to keep using it. Tell me more, Spirit, that aligns with this spread. Give me more that aligns with this spread, Spirit. Or the message that you're trying to get across to the collective. Healing. It says, your body, mind, and soul are in a period of deep healing right now. You're going through many transformations at once, and you're being asked to allow yourself to receive the healing you need with open arms and open heart. It says to surrender. Surrender. Spirit wants you to surrender to this healing process. Somebody has had to let somebody go. Somebody has had to find the strength and the bravery to let a situation go because it is stopping them from manifesting like their abundance. It's like it's causing, it's like it's almost a situation where like you've been in a situation where you have grown, but now you're just at this brick wall and you can't seem to pass this brick wall while you're attached to this situation. Person, place, thing. If this ain't love, then switch it to resonate to your situation. But there is somebody that has been doing something the same way. Or like maybe they've made so much progress, but they're not getting any further because there is one last thing that they're not willing to change. And their intuition is telling them to change or what it is that they need to do. And they don't want to do it because of fear. Because of fear, because of negative self-talk. Someone's beating themselves up, or somebody has made the decision, but it's not been easy. They're not looking at it as a win like they need to be because they're not being compassionate with themselves. Somebody's being hard on themselves. But Spirit is telling you to keep going towards this healing process. Maybe this is something, maybe whatever it is that you had to release was not easy to release and it's been hard. Heartbreaking maybe. But Spirit is telling you to go through this process. It says your body, mind, and soul are in deep healing. You're going through many transformations at once, and you're being asked to allow yourself to receive the healing you need with open arms and open heart. And I don't know why I felt like when I see open up, I also feel like that too. Like you need to open up as far as maybe someone is trying to suppress emotions. Spirit wants you to surrender. You're being asked to let go of your need to control each part of your life and surrender to the universe. Control is an illusion and it's exhausting to try to hold on to it. Let go and allow yourself to enjoy the relief that comes from doing so. Surrender. Spirit wants you to surrender to this process. Surrender to this process because there's a resolution at the end of this. You just don't see it yet. We have resolution on the back. It says whatever it is that you've been struggling with is about to be resolved. And that's this brick wall that somebody's is been hitting in. Because what is there? It says sometimes when things aren't falling into place, after trying and trying, it's time to ask yourself if pivoting in some way would be a good idea so that your life can flow more easily and effortlessly. How could you pivot even just a little bit? You're being asked, and we have choice. You're being asked to make a choice that you've been struggling with. It's time to decide which path that you're going to take. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. We got the listen card as well. Eliminate everyone else's output and feel your way into the choice that is right for you. The time is now. Someone is either, because my readings are timeless, so this can apply to past, present, or future. Past, present, or future. And so there are some people on that are 1616 on a timer. I just caught that. 1617. 1616 and 1617. Which is like, it just gives me progress. But there's someone who hasn't made the decision yet, and there are some people in the collective who have already made this decision, and now it's just coming to peace and coming to terms with this was the best decision for you, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. It may feel scary because you've made a change, that change, or you're doing something that's outside of a routine. But ultimately what you're doing is bringing a resolution to whatever is blocking you from trying to achieve whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. Whatever it is that you've been struggling with is about to be resolved. Remember that resolutions don't always happen in the way that we hope or want. But being able to move forward and start fresh always brings relief. Yeah, Spirit just wants you to surrender to what's happening. Right now, it's like, it may be like a messed up situation because it seems like, damn, for me to get what I want, I had to let go of something that I wanted to keep. And now you don't feel like you're in control because you wanted to be able to hold on to this aspect of yourself, whether this be a relationship, a job, an environment, externally, internally. You wanted to be able to hold on to this while still achieving whatever it is that you're striving for, and it's not working. So now it's making you uncomfortable because you feel like you don't have control. Or you feel like you don't have things mapped out. The unknown can be a very scary place. Especially if you're somebody who's so used to strategically having things mapped out for yourself and then having to walk into a chapter that's like, well, I don't really know what's going to come. Trust that everything is going to work out exactly the way you want it to, because after this resolution is miracles. After surrendering to this process, allow what is falling away to fall away. Because it's a situation where things are maybe not happening the way you thought it was going to happen, but it's ultimately it's so messed up because, right, you can have this one thing that you want for yourself, this one thing that you're trying to manifest, and it's like, I want to get it. I trust that the universe is going to bring it to me, but the universe just has a way of working in very mysterious ways. But it was like, damn, I had to lose this person to get this. But then later on, you'll realize something or someone so much better comes in, and then it all makes sense to you as to why the universe incorporated things or orchestrated things the way that they did. It's ultimately going to lead to miracles. You're being asked to pay extra close attention to all the big and small miracles that have already occurred in your life, and also to those that are currently occurring and are still to come. Miracles surround you. Be on the lookout for them. Let it go. You're being asked to let go of whatever pain and resentment you've been holding on to. It's hurting you, and you can't fully be present in your life if you're holding on to its negativity. Release it and be free. Yeah, that's what's wrong. That's what's wrong. It can even be, I can even be talking to somebody who is starting to see that things are working out in their favor, or things are really starting to pay off now that they've made this change, or broke free, has broken free from a situation, a relationship, or something. You're actually starting to see things coming into fruition for you, but now you're actually starting to feel away because you thought that there was going to be a specific person with you while all this was happening, and they're not. And they're not. So you're almost missing the miracle. You're missing the blessing. But I mean, Spirit, this is why Spirit just wants you to continue, keep going on this healing journey. Keep healing. You're still healing from it. That's what's wrong. And surrender to the healing process. Don't try to, you know, what they say, get under somebody to get over somebody, bury yourself in work or whatever. Allow yourself to feel so you can heal. That's where this open up is coming from. It says release. Let it go. Then we have release. There was somebody that had to be let go. Someone had to be let go. It says you're being asked to release. Yeah, it's a person. I knew it. You're being asked to release any toxic people or situations from your life. You deserve to be free of all drama, and this is the first step to achieving that. This is the second message, the same way. Just a different deck. And when you do this, it's a fresh start. You're in a chapter where endings are going to bring beautiful new beginnings. You just don't see them yet. A fresh start. You're being given the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to this gift that you've been given. Here's what's so funny. Begin again. It's so funny because I was gonna actually, like I said, I started a reading and I didn't record it because it was so similar to the last one. This is what was on the back of the deck, radical rebirth, and that's what I'm getting. Somebody is like almost being born again, being renewed, a death that brings this radical rebirth. The version of you that's not stuck in a situation that is not allowing you to flourish, thrive. Yeah, that's what's going on right now. That's what's going on. Spirit is telling you to trust the process of what's happening. It's like things are going your way. It's just not how you expected it to be. This is not what, you know? Yep. The collective, this is what I have for you. Matter of fact, though, I ain't going to stop it right here. Let's change the pace the way up. It's like, no, let me reach for a deck without cutting off. Damn. All the decks I want are over here in a really tricky chord area. So give me a second. If it cuts out, y'all, this will be the end of the reading. If it doesn't, I got a little extra goodies to add to this reading. Okay. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Okay. Oh, we got it, y'all. Alright, so I'm going to use the Rebel deck. It's basically like advice with an attitude. Really straight to the point. Very unsugar-coated advice. Just to change the pace. You know, this part isn't really for like my sensitive people, I would say. So, I mean, if you want to hop off now, feel free. But let's get some more advice. Divine Spirit, Guides, Angels, Ancestors, Cosmic Family of the brightest love, light, healing, prosperity, and protection. What can I add to this reading? What is it that the collective needs to hear the most at this time to close out this reading, Spirit? Thank you so much. Ashe, Ashe, and Oshe. All right, let's see what's going on. cards that are already here. Let's see. What is it that the collective needs to hear the most at this time, Spirit? I just want to let a couple come out. Let's keep going. And then read them as I go. Okay. Okay, one of them candles is getting a little crazy. Damn it. Okay. It says, you equals tight ass. Loosen the fuck up. Control freaks don't get laid. And I did hear something about, like, releasing the need to control. I don't know where that was. But one of them said something like that. Oh, yeah, with the surrender card. You're being asked to let go of your need to control each part of your life. So Spirit is saying, don't be a tight ass. You can't control everything. You really cannot. And, you know, as someone who, like, has really struggled with that in my life, there is a book that helps so freaking much, that I feel like helps so much with releasing the need to control. And the book is called The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. And there's a part of the book that says is the law of detachment. The law of detachment is like really something that people who struggle with wanting to control like all aspects of their life will really need to read. Tell me more, Spirit. Oh shit. Money. It says make it rain. And I really feel like that's just what you're manifesting now with closing out these cycles, healing, and, you know, stepping into this new chapter, this radical rebirth. Tell me more, Spirit. It says, my gosh. I'm sitting there saying, if y'all too sensitive, hop off. I'm clearly too sensitive because I don't even like reading these messages. It says, you're a hot mess. Fact, clean yourself up. So I don't know if somebody's like been down in the dumps or whatever. I mean, and sometimes it's like that. If you have to like leave someone alone or, you know, close out certain chapters in your life that you weren't expecting to do so, you know, you feel like, I'm not going to say lost, but it's hard not to feel down when there are certain endings that you didn't think you would have to make for success, especially if it's a situation where you had to leave someone alone, cut off a particular friend group or even a family member to reach this level of success. And you know, and you're deep down in your heart, you really thought that you would be able to have this success with this person that you care for, when the reality is that they weren't a part of that. They weren't a part of that plan for you. So Spirit is saying, pick yourself up. Go do something to make yourself feel good. You know, they say when you look good, you feel good. You know, maybe you need a spa day. Maybe you need go buy yourself a new pair of shoes, a nice little outfit, get your hair done, something just to make yourself feel good. I also advise you to, I'm also hearing to stand in the mirror and say some positive affirmations for 21 days straight. It says, put the fucking phone down. Too much screen time is making you awkward and sad. Go talk to a live person. Someone is like secluding themselves. Somebody's not in the best space. It says, drop the fucking ego. Vulnerability is hot as fuck. And this is also the open up as well. Because I feel like not only is there like certain miracles that are coming in for somebody that may be tangible, I'm also hearing that there are some type of miracles coming in regards to love and you opening up your heart to somebody else. But like you're probably afraid to be vulnerable based off of past situations. Tell me more, Spirit. I want to close out. It says, it's dark and you can't see a fucking thing. Get your head out your ass. Oh my God. Why did I feel like this was the deck I wanted to use? I don't know. I don't fucking know. Last one is, you're giving your power away. You're giving away your power. You're a badass. Act like it. All right. So this has been your reading collective. If this resonated, please just like, comment, and subscribe. I really, really appreciate it. But until next time,